Today we're talking about 20 fun gigs and side hustles for people who love animals. Most of these ideas are super easy, super fun, and they don't cost a lot to get started with. And some of them are things your kids can even do. So let's get started. My first idea that I love so much is chicken poop bingo. I've done this with a nonprofit before, and they were an animal rescue, and they actually did it with goats, which was super fun. It can be done with any animal, but basically all you need to do is set up a bingo grid, let the animals loose, and people buy the squares. So whatever square the animal poops in first, you look up the name to see who purchased that square, and they are the winner. So let's say that you have a grid with 50 squares in it. You charge $1 for each square. That person wins 25 bucks and you win 25 bucks. So fun, so easy, and you can raise the price of these squares even, to $5 a piece, $10 a piece, whatever you desire. But people love playing this. It would be great at a farmer's market, a carnival, a community event. You could even do this online in your local community or with family and friends. Such a fun idea. I hope that you guys will check it out and try it. The next idea is to set up doggy agility courses. You don't really need a lot of equipment to get started. You could slowly build and add to it as you start to make money. But if you already go to the dog park anyways, why don't you try taking something and setting it up for your own dog and start demonstrating it? Then you can slowly start to add a Venmo code or a PayPal code and let people know, hey, I'm trying to increase the size of this agility course, make a donation of any size to help me buy more equipment. Once you get enough equipment, you can then host a doggy Olympics. You could advertise this through your local community, at the vet's office, the Facebook groups for local pet owners. You could have it at the pet stores. You could advertise it at the dog park, obviously. But another unique idea is to actually offer a class through Parks and Recreation in your local community. So basically the way Parks and Rec works is you apply to be an instructor. You can host a one-day event or classes even leading up to this where you train dogs to go through these agilities and then compete in an Olympics. That would be super fun. So Parks and Rec does all the advertising, all the payment collection, and lets you use their facility in exchange for taking a percentage of your enrollments. So let's say you have 50 people enroll, they each pay $10, that's $500, and let's say Parks and Rec is going to take 25%, that's $125 they will take, and the rest is yours to pocket. So this could be super fun once you have all your equipment, is to set up either classes to teach dogs how to go through these things or start the Doggy Olympics. I think that you could get super creative with all the equipment by looking online. There are so many fun ideas that are very affordable to make. Next, you could be a pet photographer, and this does not have to be fancy. You can use your phone. Really what you need is costumes, cute little things to dress pets of every type up in all sorts of different sizes. You can find some cheap and fun backgrounds online as well and set up a little photo shoot. Your photo shoot could be advertised at pet stores, again, the doggy parks, the veterinarians, your local Facebook groups for pet owners, the humane societies, but you can also piggyback on photo shoots that are already happening for things like Santa or the Easter Bunny. This would be a great opportunity to partner with those organizations and be a pet photographer next to that session that's already happening. So definitely check out those ideas. Now, to collect all these costumes, you don't have to buy them new. A lot of people buy their pets' costumes, take one photo, their pet hates it, and it's just sitting in a drawer. So join your local Buy Nothing group and ask around if people have pet costumes they would like to get rid of, and you will gladly accept them as you build your gig and side hustle. The next idea is becoming a pet pastry chef. So you can bake birthday cakes, cookies, bones, whatever you desire. The cuter or themed, the better, right? Like let's say the Super Bowl is coming up. If you can make cute little doggy bones in those team logos or colors, people are going to want those for their pet. Yes, there are a lot of pet bakeries, but I don't think every community has one. And I think that you could also sell items to local restaurants, and people could bring their pet home a slice of cake, for example, or restaurants that do allow pets on the patio what are they offering to serve to the pets? Was there a way that you could bring fresh cake that they could serve for those pets? Another idea is marketing again through your pet networks in your community, that you even do birthday parties. So kind of combining this with the agility idea, you could throw pet parties. You could have all sorts of fun activities that the animals can go through at the dog park, and then they can come over and celebrate with a doggy safe cake. I think people would just go crazy for this. And again, you could even run it through Parks and Rec. You could have, like, if your dog has a birthday in March, sign up to come to the March dog birthday party, right? Or if you have a Chihuahua, come to the Chihuahua play party or whatever, and play date, and you have the agility course and you have cake for them. Or a Chihuahua tea party. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I just thought of that. You could have teacups and teacup chihuahuas. Oh my gosh. Okay, that would be so fun. And you can make little dainty snacks for them, and they could go through some fun agility courses as well. So many fun ideas, you guys. You just got to get creative and take your love of animals and start thinking outside the box. All right, the next idea is capitalizing on a niche. So a niche would be people who have horses, obviously love horseshoes, right? And how can you take their horse hair from their horse and make a memorial piece if the animal has passed away, or just something really special to celebrate their pet, or hang on their stall even, or if they're going to a fair, to hang on their stall as well with their name on it so people can see the animal's name. It's something super unique and fun. So this is a great idea. I've even seen people doing succulents on horseshoes. And again, it's not directly related to one person's pet, but it's taking a horseshoe, and that's definitely a niche, marketing to people who are cowboys and cowgirls and people who love all things Western, and capitalizing on that. So this would go over really well at a fair, for example, or if you have like a rodeo coming to town. You could have these already made and then add people's horsehair right there on the spot and engrave the name. But they could already be made and ready for people to customize. These are super cute. And check out the succulent horseshoes as well. I think people would love those. So you could just, specialize in horseshoe art. People are also making all sorts of furniture out of horseshoes. So definitely get on Etsy and do some searching. Lots of cool stuff out there. All right, the next idea is being a dog walker, but not a traditional dog walker. You are a dog hiker. So if you love hiking and like going on long runs and doing trails, and you go out for, 3 or 4 hours or even all day hiking, there are so many people that have dogs that need more exercise than they can give them, and they would pay for you to take their dog on a hike. So, like, literally, some people cannot go hiking and cannot go running, or it's not their passion, but they have a dog that needs that, and they would love this service so much. Or imagine if people are going out of town and they need a dog sitter. You can set yourself apart from all the competition by saying you will take their dog on a daily, 5-mile hike or something, and swimming in the lake or whatever it is that you do. So this is a fun way for you to recreate and make some money while you're entertaining and exercising someone else's dog. Love, love, love this idea. The next one is setting up all sorts of adventure courses for gerbils and like hamsters and rats and mice. My daughter once entered a rat competition through I was like the Rat Association of California or something. I don't know what it was. But literally she entered like competitions all day with her rat. So there was like a talent costume contest, agility, speed, memory, like all sorts of contests, right? You could host something like this in your community for any type of animal. Like, I know my mom has fond memories of a turtle race when she was a kid, so that's totally something you could bring back and offer. Again, through City Parks and Rec, they do all the advertising. People pay $5 maybe to enter, and you hold a race one day. That would be so fun. But here's a little maze that someone made just out of cardboard, and you could, put little gerbils in it and let them run and see who can get to the end first. So again, these are niche types of pet owners, right? But this is so fun. Kids would love to enter this kind of thing. And I think you would be super surprised at the turnout. You could do this with all sorts of different animals. Again, kind of capitalizing on that same idea of the Doggy agility course. You could have pet Olympics for all sorts of different things. And I think people also would love to do pet dress up contests and whatnot. I've seen very specialized ones, like people who have pugs, for example. It'll be a pug pet parade. Bring your pug and, pay $5 to enter the costume contest and parade. And people walk with their pugs, and then awards are given. But you can pocket all that money for organizing the event while giving people something so fun to do and connecting with other pet owners. Number 8, you can get into cremation art. Now, for some of you, this is too sad and you definitely wouldn't want to do this, but this is where people take the ashes or pet hair and put them into resin. So a lot of people who sell resin items, like let's say they make resin hearts, those are really hard to sell. The market is saturated. But what isn't hard to sell is customized resin pieces with the ashes of humans or pets, and pet hair as well. So you could definitely look into this and get started with memorial or cremation art. There's a whole process to it, lots of different ideas. You can make jewelry, you can make statues, you can make plaques, you can make desk paperweights, all sorts of fun ideas. I would probably set this up not just online through something like Etsy, but if I was trying to do this side hustle or gig, I would definitely connect with my local veterinarian office and ask who they recommend people connect with when they want to do something with the ashes of their beloved animals. So maybe there is like a local pet cemetery where people can bury their pets, or maybe they have an order form where you can order like a box or an urn or something. But you could find out if they're interested in offering resin memorial pieces. And let's say like every Friday you do pickups and you do drop-offs, every Friday. So it's like a week turnaround, and they can get, maybe a certain percent of commission for being like your connecting piece, right, of your small business or your gig. So let's say you charge people $20, maybe you'll give the veterinarian, $5 from every order for recommending and connecting you to this idea. Who knows? Could be definitely something to look into. The next idea is being a nanny for pets who are sick. So a lot of times people have an animal who has a last minute emergency and they have to work and they cannot stay home with their pet, and they can't leave the pet at the vet or can't afford to, but their pet does need someone with them 24 hours a day. They definitely would love to hire a sick nanny. So this is something where you could again work with your local veterinarian office and have your cards posted there or be recommended if people do need help caring for their sick pet after a surgery or unexpected injury. Number 10, if you have livestock and you are getting ready to do shearing or horseshoeing or nail clipping or whatever it is that you need to do, shots, vaccinations, whatever, branding, you can definitely spread the word and let people know, like, hey, I'm going to be shearing on Saturday. I'm taking appointments if anyone else wants to hop in line, $10 a sheep or whatever it is. I don't even know if that's reasonable. Maybe it's way more than that. But if you're already doing it for your own, invite other people in the community, because they would definitely probably enjoy saving themselves some time and effort doing it themselves. So this is a great idea for teens, for example, if they're in 4-H or FFA, to earn some extra money doing what they're already doing for their own livestock. Definitely a fun and easy idea. Number 11. This is so fun. You, your kids, your teens, if you can do any type of digital art and you can draw animals of any type, definitely look into creating clip art that you can sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. So this is a great way to take your love for animals, create something kind of unique. This is, typical clip art that you see, nothing fancy, but this person has made lots of passive income as their artwork sits there for other content creators to download and put on their work that then people buy from them. So for example, if you're a curriculum designer or a teacher and you're creating a worksheet about farm animals, you would download this graphic art, use it in the handouts that you're creating, and then sell those handouts. So there are people that just sit and create art all day long and sell it on Teachers Pay Teachers. So definitely check that out. And it's so cool because this is passive, and that means that you're earning money while you sleep. I love waking up in the morning and seeing how much money I've made each day passively while I'm sleeping. I don't make a ton, but I definitely make enough to pay my phone bill every month on some products that I have on Teacher Pay Teacher. And I'm definitely also thinking about starting to hire people to create art that I think would sell well on Teacher Pay Teacher. So I don't necessarily even have to be the artist. I just have to have the idea of what I think people want to buy that's missing from the marketplace. But this is such a fun idea for kids that are taking graphic design in school, that they can take all of their creations and make money on them. All right, the next idea, number 12, is looking at creating very niche clothing items for certain types of pets. So here you see a lovely turtle donning what I believe is a Bowser costume from Mario Brothers. I'm not really sure, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. So cute. These would sell very well at a reptile convention, right? Where people are there because they love reptiles, they have reptiles, they're buying reptiles. That's a niche market, right? If you're the only person there that has crocheted cozies for turtles. So fun. So fun. You can also sell these on Etsy, obviously. But a snake sweater, right? Or what else? A little mouse sweater. Hats for horses. I don't know. Find something that's super unique that's missing in the marketplace or that you could do really unique, and always attach it to a theme. So popular things like Pokemon, Nintendo, favorite fandoms like Spider-Man or something like that, because they're definitely going to sell better than just a plain orange sweater. All right, our next idea is becoming a first aid and CPR instructor for pets. More people attend CPR and first aid for pets than they probably do for infants, which is kind of sad. But again, this is something that you can get certified in very quickly and teach through your Parks and Recreation. So you would create classes. You could have people pay, let's say, $25 to attend. Parks and Rec will take their cut. You'll get the rest. They do all the advertising. They give you the facility, and it's kind of a win-win. So, or you can offer these on your own and market them all over your community. But pet CPR and first aid is a real thing. People want to take it. They just don't know it exists. And as soon as they see it, they will definitely want to sign up. Number 14, this is not just being your normal dog groomer. This is, being a dog groomer for the elderly, because they a lot of times cannot take their pet out. The pet is too hard to get in the car, to drag to the salon, and they don't really want to pay to have someone come to their home to do a full-fledged grooming because it's really expensive. A lot of times all they need is a quick wash and maybe some toenails clipped, and that's it. They don't need the haircut if they have certain breeds, like a pug, for example. But it's very hard for the elderly often to, get that animal in the tub. So a great place to market would be a retirement home, and finding out even if you could use someone's home that lives there and they get their dog groomed free or bathed free, and then you just charge, 5 of their friends for the day. So that's kind of a fun idea, is to let them earn a free bath by letting you use their bathtub or their garden hose or whatever you decide to use. Or maybe you do have a mobile setup and you'd be willing to bring it out, but you need 5 bookings in that local area before you'll come. And if you can start to create a clientele that just needs baths, that would definitely be worth your time. The city, or not the city, the HOA may also have a community center that they'd be willing to let you use, and people would sign up for appointments through them and pay them perhaps, and they would take a commission. Who knows? Lots of creative ideas that you can definitely explore. You might even start small and just check in your local neighborhood by hanging up a flyer on the mailbox. And number 15, becoming an airline nanny. A lot of times people will buy a specialty breed pup and they need it flown to them. They're flown with a nanny that rides with them and takes care of them and delivers them safely to you. So you can definitely research this idea, check with local breeders in your area, and find out if they're looking to contract with a local flight nanny. So I hope you guys enjoyed these ideas. I definitely give lots of unsolicited advice, ideas, and comments about things I see online. And I'm always seeing people ask, how do I make extra money? Or I need to make extra money. What's the quickest way? But as a career educator, I really think it's important to find ways to make money that are aligned with a passion that you have. So today we talked about animals, but you can subscribe and you'll get to see lots of other videos with lots of other interests and niches. I look forward to spending more time with you, and if you have something you'd like me to comment on related to college or career, please email me and I'll see if I might be interested in creating a video.